It's Thursday, July 6th, 2023. Let's talk about the news. From The Verge, Instagram's Twitter competitor launches July 6th. Meta, the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, has announced that their Twitter clone, Threads, will launch today. A wave of cost-cutting measures and scandals that have plagued Twitter in the wake of its acquisition by current owner Elon Musk has sparked a series of relatively small migrations to alternative services like Mastodon, Post, T2, and Blue Sky. But this new offering from Meta has been much anticipated, as the company is renowned for copying the defining formats of its competitors, like the 24-hour Stories format it swiped from Snapchat, and in some cases doing them well enough that the originator of those formats have trouble competing. Meta would also seem to have an advantage over these other novel networks because it's integrating Threads with Instagram, making it easier for folks who have existing Instagram accounts to get started without having to build a new network of follows and followers from scratch. From Quartz, the world just recorded its hottest day ever. Scientists at the U.S. National Centers for Environmental Prediction have confirmed data indicating that July 3, 2023 was the hottest day on record, and there are some currently unconfirmed indications that July 4th may have been even hotter. The data being used to mark such milestones go back to 1880 and include a huge collection of measurements gathered from around the world, and this record is being seen as worrying because the planet is getting on average warmer due to the flood of greenhouse gases pumped into the atmosphere by industrial civilization, but also because we are entering an El Niño period in which oceanic temperatures are expected to surge, which could, in the relatively short term, goose those already increasing temperatures even higher. And from the Washington Post, Supreme Court delivered big conservative wins and a mixed message. The U.S. Supreme Court issued a series of decisions this term aligning with the court's right-leaning ideological slant in most cases, but surprising some analysts with their relatively moderate stance on others. The rulings getting the most press include the killing of President Biden's $400 billion student loan reduction and cancellation effort, the ending of affirmative action in higher education, and a ruling that allows businesses to refuse to serve people from the LGBTQ community. A few of their less publicized rulings pulled the court a little more toward the political middle, including in a pair of cases related to native rights. These new rulings, notably, landed shortly after a wave of investigations into ethical issues surrounding Justices Thomas and Alito, both of whom seem to have received lavish trips and gifts from people and entities that had business in front of the court, which has led to more calls for transparency and reform in the Supreme Court, mostly from the left. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.